Today we're going to operate a Boldt 70KL.
Take that off. It's held in place by magnets. And we're going to turn it on.
That delay is normal in starting up. From the time you punch the button, it has to run a few checks on itself and more or less wake the system up. So now, lights and everything are on. And now the inverter's on. So we could turn on the air conditioner. You can see that once I've turned on the inverter, the induction cooktop is ready to go. Just for a quick point of reference, on the passenger side, near the head of the bed, down below, there's a snap-on cover, and that cover is for the breakers for the motorhome, should you need to know where those are. Several of the lights in the back part of the coach are not necessarily controlled by the panel of switches. You can control each individual light. You simply touch the button in the center of the light, kind of like this one right here, and turn that off. In the Boldt, we get our hot water as well as our heat from the Truma Combi system. So the first one, all I did was punch it to wake the system up, and then I selected the coach, and that's how simple it is to set the temperature for the coach. Now that I've hit the back button, I can set which mode I want the hot water heater to work in. Economy mode, hot, or boost, which uses all of the resources to make hot water. Then I can choose which system I want to use. LP, Mix 1, which uses one of the electric elements, Mix 2, which uses LP and 2 electric elements, or if maybe I'm low on LP, I could just choose 1 or 2 of the electric. And you can turn on just the fan if you want just to circulate some air inside of your coach. There's some timers and other things, but that's just a basic operation of the Boldt. Just your monitor system. Turn on a water pump in here. Check your battery levels. Check your tank levels. And see, here's another one of those lights that if you want to turn it off, you simply punch the center on it, turn it on, turn it off. Now, I want to point out a couple of switches that are not labeled in the Boldt down here by the door. The one switch in the entryway that's not labeled, punch it on, it turns on the LED light that is underneath the running board. Again, it's the switches to the right of the awning control and the awning light. Now, if we come around to the back of the coach, open the door, there are 2 more of those switches, which, again, are not labeled. People are like, well, what's this one for? There's a water pump switch out here. It's very convenient. That switch turns on and off the work lights on the sides of the coach. The one on the right turns on the work light that would be above your head. So you can turn on one or both of those. Here's the one on the utility side of the coach. You can see it on. Now, let's go shut the system off. Just like before, all you have to do is simply press the button. But again, it will be very normal from the time you press the button. Again, it has to run a few checks on itself, and there will be a slight delay in shutting the coach off.